Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We've got wrestling happening. This is week 4 of Friday Night Fights. We got wrestling happening. Arthur, how much wrestling do we have happening?
Oh, we have a lot of wrestling happening. That first hour and a half or so was just one match. So we come back, and it's Professor Tomo talking to Joey Crack in the in the back room, but this is on camera, and Tomo's like, "I can't believe that my son once again has walked out of a match. He is an embarrassment to wrestling. I never should have allowed him to come here." And then Buster kind of walks through an open door and sees Atomo. And then Atomo says, "If only someone would teach my son a lesson." And Buster, your programming activates. Why don't you tell us? And so what's happening, everything you're about to see is like pre-recorded and is shown on camera and is the backstory reveal for Buster. So like, Buster, you have received your protocol directive.
Yes, I have. So we see, like, from Buster's eyes, like, all sorts of, like, pseudo computer scanning stuff.
Of course.
Like,
It's
all
like
admitted
RoboCop
too.
starting up, sort of thing?
RoboCop, like, it zooms in on Tomo's face and does, like, a scan, does, like, a DNA scan, and it comes up as
Has a
creator.
3D model of his head, and it like spins around. It's like...
No, it comes up and it says creator match. Like, and then we cut to backstory, or not really backstory, future story. Cut to future story, because Buster's from the future, in the year 2176. Well, that's that's too far. 2050. There is there's a war between the Japanese and the Chinese for some reason. The war is happening in Japan, and Professor Otomo is there. He's trying to build the ultimate wrestler in order to defeat the vague enemy. And he builds the Mecha Wrestler X512.
Whatever forces represent the removal of freedom.
What? No, no. Professor Otomo is building the Mecha Wrestler 1, right? But then the Mecha Wrestler 1 goes crazy and starts attacking people and stuff. So he has to build an even better wrestler, a wrestler that can beat the Ultimate Wrestler. And so he builds the Mecha Wrestler X512, and when he fights the Mecha Wrestler 1, it creates a rip in the time stream, and Buster Meatman, or the X512, falls through and lands in Friday Night Fights, and his only directive is to be the Ultimate Wrestler and beats the Ultimate Wrestler, and yeah.
I love how you managed to wiggle out of being my enforcer somehow.
And so when he sees Professor Otomo, he recognizes Professor Otomo as his creator, even though Professor Otomo doesn't know it yet. And so he has a new directive, and that's to put, what did he say exactly? Put Rooster in his place?
Teach Rooster a lesson.
Yeah, so now my new directive is to teach Rooster a lesson.
Excellent.
Algebra lesson, presumably, I guess.
A wrestling science lesson, I would guess.
Yes, of course. How silly of me.
Yeah. And so, while this is happening, everyone in that room is like paused in place, waiting for your future promo cut, and then we see you like walking off in the background, and Otomo continues talking with Crack for a little while about wrestling science and how Crack should begin to utilize it in his match.
Yep. Awesome.
Okay, we cut into the next area, which is Rooster calling out Mr. Ass to figure out what happened during last week's incident. Where does this take place at, Rooster?
Poolside.
All right. We're outside the arena. Apparently, after your last match, you walked off with Titiana and just went poolside. And now, Mr. Ass is here. Instead of, normally he just wears the ass shorts, and then sometimes he wears the I Love Cock t-shirt. Now he's got, like, long sleeves on to go in the pool, but, like, every inch of him is covered in advertising logos. Mm-hmm. And he's got, like, scuba gear on that's, like, U.S. Navy SEALs military surplus.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, like, full regalia, except for, like, I'm wearing budgie smugglers.
I have
What
no
is
idea
that?
What that is.
What
banana
the heck is that?
banana hammock?
Oh, God.
Yeah. We call them budgie smugglers.
How are you wearing full regalia?
Well,
and
my
a banana
my
hammock?
helmet, my mask.
Oh, of
thing.
course, with your mask over your helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my mask. Just the
Yeah.
mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm just like tanning myself, and Tatiana's like, you know, talking to me about some nonsense, and I see Ars walk in. He does a power bomb into the pool, and he just starts snorkeling under the water.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I see like the intern. What's his name?
Winton.
Winton. I see Winton. I'm just like, get him out of the pool for me.
Winton's like, sir, are you sure I should
I
be
just
going
push
in
him
there?
into the pool. Like,
All right. You see, he's holding like several $1,000s worth of camera equipment, and he's loaded up with like a full mic service, and he falls in, and there's like sparks everywhere, and someone's running through like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened?
No, once he gets him
And
out
then
of the pool.
we cut to like 2 minutes later, and it's Winton in the corner like sneezing like he has a cold, and the camera shifts over to Mr. S like, hey boss, what's going on there?
Us. Do you happen to know where I got this? And I point to like a little tiny scratch on my face. It's like,
Don't you have a mask on? And don't you have a luchador's mask?
yeah, all
over
right,
that
fine,
mask?
fine then.
The cut is just on the mask itself.
Like, yeah, the mask is cut, and I'm like, do you know
Yeah,
where I got
yeah.
this from?
He's like, yeah, boss. I know where that happened at, Rooster.
Mm-hmm. Where did it happen? Tell me. Why don't you tell me? Why don't you
Yeah,
fill
your
me in?
dad
Us?
led a group of the old guard to beat your ass down.
Mm-hmm. And where were you?
He's like, well, see, we got word from management that we should just let that one happen.
Management, huh?
Yeah, Dante told us to back off.
You know that Dante is a relic, right?
He says, I'm not contesting that, but I think Dante has a real shot at winning back the ownership of the company.
You think that, huh? So you think that I, Rooster Lymes, will not win tonight?
He's like, Rooster, you're supporting... I didn't know. No one told me. And he was like, Winton, why did no one tell me this?
Where do you think all the money and merchandise has been coming out of?
He's like, you were working with Dante the whole time for weeks now.
Yeah. And now I work for Timmy.
He's like, oh, well, just give me a minute. I need to put some phone calls in and change some merchandising options.
I like grab him by the shirt and make him sit down. I'm just like,
Yeah, like when you pull him down, you see the Dante Inferno logo like in the center of his chest.
and it's like, well, I hope you make the right changes, ass. And then I let him go. And then I go back to tanning myself.
Okay, yeah. Do you have one of those like sun foils?
Yeah, same thing.
And you're wearing like dark sunglasses on top of your luchador mask, on top of your chicken mask.
Mm-hmm.
God, you look so fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
Okay, there's a couple MPW matches that happen here, but because I want to make sure we get everything in the next 2 hours, we're gonna skip over those. Time passes, matches resolve, crazy shit happens as you might expect. There is a segment by Winton that's like CSI Dumpster, where he does like a very clumsily, obviously completely wrong analysis of what happened when James Jives was
Is
hit
it like
by
wearing
SUV.
sunglasses at night sort of thing? He's like,
Oh yeah, like he's like coming to conclusions. He's like, I guess Jives got jimmied. And he says that when he's pointing out that the SUV had its lock jimmied.
oh. And then someone behind the camera says, you know that his first name is Jimmy, right?
Winton's just like, fuck it. Fuck it. I hate this job. And yeah, so, I mean, he comes to some really terrible conclusions that are obviously wrong.
Yeah.
And then we get the side-by-side analysis that the SUV that hit Frozen Thunder is in fact the same one that hit James Jives.
Ooh,
and they go
shit.
to the audience, and they have various audience members, and they interview Jim from Ohio, and he's got like a little badge that says #TimmyTime, and they interview Mike from some other location, and Mike's just talking about how glad he was to see Rooster get his ass beat backstage last week. And then he's hoping Rooster loses again tonight in the hardcore match. And yeah, the interviews go on. And the one thing that's on everybody's mind is who was behind the wheel of that SUV?
Cowboy.
Who was behind the wheel of that SUV? And so we cut to, instead of 20,000 screaming fans, there's now only like 1,200 people on this cruise ship. Cowboy is there, but not Minotaur, unless you want Minotaur to be able to do a run-in, but he's not publicly announced. It's the tag... Oh, wait, it is the tag title match, right, so Minotaur is there. So the only people on the only wrestlers on the ship are Cowboy, Minotaur, Wolf, Reaper, Timmy, Dante, and Rooster. And they're like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, for the tag team title championship, Wolf and the Reaper. So who comes out first, defending champion, the Wolf? Is it your intro? Is it Reaper's intro? How's this going down?
Let's do. Is it nighttime?
Oh yeah, it's the cruise ship. So yeah, it's nighttime. Everybody's getting sauced on margaritas. You're in international waters. So there's a bunch of 18-year-olds.
So lots of heel stuff happening, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll do Wolf's intro. Wolf howl sounds in the crowd all over the place. Is there still a Titantron, I assume?
Oh yeah, they set it up on the back of the ship.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah,
There's like yachts out behind the ship that are watching.
Oh yeah, and they got like a news chopper flying overhead.
I like it.
No. Full moon on the Titantron in order to match the full moon that's real.
Of course.
Yeah, two moon, double action.
Double moon.
Yeah, and then Clarence shows up. Full, he's got spurs on, limited clothing. It's all very attractive. Double belts, double shoulders.
Are you wearing both belts?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
I am the tag team champions.
Okay, does Reaper come out with you, or does he come out individually?
Well, he can do whatever he wants.
Okay, he does not come out with you. When you make it to the ring, Reaper comes, like, over the side of the boat. So, like, on the cruise ship, he, like, grapples from a nearby yacht and starts climbing the side of it, and the news chopper's, like, watching this happen. And as all of a sudden, he just lets go of the ropes and starts floating up, and we can see the bones on the edge of the ship, and Reaper, like, raises a hand, and one of the bones, like, goes, and there's, like, this green mist that sprays out of him, and Reaper's like, yes, and he begins flying next to the rope, and he comes up, and he's like, Wolf, I can't stand being in this match with you. I'm only doing it because I'm contractually obligated.
Because I like money.
But, he comes up there, and he takes one of the belts from you, and he's like, I did not earn this. And he throws it out into the crowd, and Scythe catches it, and Scythe joins the Bones in their crazy Bones dance, where they're like, woo, 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 woo. Anything else you want to add here? Because it's still your intro.
Yeah, if he's in the ring, I'll do I'll look him up and down like derisively, and then I'll give him a little push, like back towards the corner.
Oh yeah, he definitely pushes you back hard.
Okay, yeah, this will go really well, I bet.
Okay, so Jives. Okay, here's how to imagine this. There is a raised ring on the back of the ship, and the Titantron is over it. But there's also the normal, like pools back there, like tide pools. Jives still in a cast. He's in a one of the hot spas. What do you call it? Hot tubs? He's in a hot tub, and he's just got like a bucket full of ice and Millers on one hand, and a doctor with like all the medical equipment and IVs on the other side of him. And he's just like, I have no idea what's happening in the ring right now. I'm totally fucked up. And the doctor's like, well, that's because that's not morphine, that's heroin. Someone swapped out the bags earlier today. I'm afraid you might be an addict. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, he's like, who is doing this to me? The doctor's like, let me get you some real morphine and probably methadone. We're going to need a lot of stuff to get you off this, man. You may want to consider quitting drinking. And when he says that, he's just like... And then he kind of like startles. He's like, oh, look at that. There they come right now. Look, it's Cowboy and Minotaur. You're muted.
Moo, 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 moo. How is Reaper a veteran or what is?
Oh man, let's see here. Reaper is a legend.
Okay. Cowboy has a mic.
Okay.
It's like, well, I see Wolf has chosen Reaper to be his partner tonight. It's always nice to see a veteran, especially a World War II veteran.
Boom.
Reaper like
Hashtag shots fired.
Reaper like adjusts his shoulders but doesn't turn in your direction, but the camera catches it. Like he made a twitch.
Wolf licks his fingers and touches Reaper, and there's like a little sizzle noise.
Damn it, I had something else. I don't know how you two are going to get along. Your egos are as swollen as Reaper's prostate.
God damn it, Cowboy.
Oh man, so Cowboy like Scythe starts approaching you. He just like starts walking up the ramp towards you while you're talking. With the tag team belt. What do you do?
I point to Minotaur and I point to him, and Minotaur drives an elbow into his face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just elbow Scythe. He falls off into the crowd. The belt gets loose and people are going for it, and like the security is trying to get the belt before it disappears. Yeah. All right.
No, there's only one belt that counts, right? The belt that Wolf took from you.
That was the belt Wolf took from him.
Oh shit.
And then, Cowboy and Minotaur make their way to the ring. Cowboy climbs through the ropes. Minotaur steps over the top rope.
Jesus, how fucking big is Minotaur?
6'10", I believe. Yeah,
Minotaur,
6'10".
Reaper, and El Chupacabra are all super huge dudes.
I thought El Chupacabra was a short guy.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Frozen Thunder again. I keep mixing them up because they never wrestle.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that a promo, you think, or?
Yeah, that's a promo. You're calling him out. Although specifically, you're calling out Reaper.
Sorry,
Repeatedly.
my batteries died in my wireless mouse, so I'm using a really crappy one, and kind of.
All right.
7 on cut a promo.
7. Tell me what you'd like to do here.
I'll take the heat, I guess.
Okay, let's see here. I don't think you have any heat with him currently.
Well, face just the base 1 for face heal, right?
Yes, for now. All right, so you have 2 with Reaper. Cowboy, 2 with Reaper. Okay, all right. Anything else before we get this match started?
Nope, not for me.
Mr. Rooster Lyme, would you like to be at the announcer's desk?
I'm in the hot tub with fucking Jives, man.
I think you before you say anything, I think you indicated to me you might want to retire your character at some point, which would allow you to play an MPW. I don't know if you want to introduce what MPW you might play. Or you can certainly do it as Rooster. I just want to give you some options here.
Huh. Let's just go with Rooster for now.
All right. Okay, Rooster. Like the camera comes back, Rooster was like right next to him, but the camera angles were always so bad you never saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And he like jives hands Rooster Lyme, Miller Lite Lime, and he's like, "Sup, Rooster? You want some drugs?"
I was like, it's very good to see you again, Jives. I hope that the nurses haven't been too rough with your catheters.
He's like, "Catheters? I haven't had any catheters."
Are you sure?
He's like, "Yeah, I broke my left arm."
I turn to the camera and I'm like,
Fuck, that's creepy.
yeah. And I was like, so this match, huh? It's very interesting.
So, wrestling, huh?
Yeah.
That's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
So once again, we are in a mostly all PC match. So who would like, and no one here really seems to be taking control of the match. Who would like to spend a momentum to start the match off?
Minotaur will spend a momentum.
Oh, fascinating. All right, Minotaur takes the lead. Tell us what's happening here, Minotaur.
I get to
and who's
decide.
the other person in the match? Who is it, Reaper or Wolf?
It can be Wolf.
All right,
I
Wolf
think they
starts
should
out
roll off power, to be honest.
Are you
with you.
Clarence now, or are you the Wolf?
Clarence.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that under Minotaur, I have who tries the hardest to avoid working with me, and it's Wolf.
Oh.
So
So maybe you guys really hate being in the ring together.
Yeah, a little bit.
all right. So Minotaur is going to just grab him by the neck and flip him over with what's known as a Beal throw.
Okay.
So he just lands on his back. And then, let's see, what do big men do? How about a leg drop across the neck?
Okay.
And then we'll just start stomping away on his chest and shoulder and elbow and just nasty putting the boots to him, walking a mud hole and stomping it dry.
Okay. All right. It just sounds like a regular old work to me.
Eep.
Were you trying to aim for something?
I thought I might get power, but you're right, it's work.
It sounds pretty Ricky to me.
Ouch. I think I will spend a momentum to get the 7.
All right. That drops you to 2 momentum, Minotaur. What are you doing with the match? You taking control, or are you gaining the momentum back and giving control out?
I will gain the momentum back and give control.
All right. Wolf. Well, Clarence, you're in control of the match.
Yes, well, Wolf recognizes that Minotaur is very large, and he's not. Wolf is not a big person, right? So I'm going to attempt to. Let's do this. What was the last thing you just did?
Stomping while you're down.
Right. Okay. Well.
Oh, I'm sorry. We actually have to do the announcer stuff. So Jives is just like drinking, and he's like, "I sure do love watching Wolf get his ass kicked."
You know what? Me too. And I cling his beer together, and I'm like, some dogs just need to be, taught a lesson.
All right, so back to Wolf.
So, okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to attempt to. Well, I do that thing like breakdancers do, where they spin their legs in the air and stand back up without using my arms.
Yeah. Ukimi or whatever it's called.
Sure, I don't know what that's called. Okay, so I stand back up. I run to the turnbuckle, that's nearest to Minotaur, I turn around, I leap, so my crotch is in his face, and I do like punches to his head, and try and drive him back to the center. And then I want to do that thing where I lean back, pull my weight, and use my weight as forward momentum, grabbing his head with my legs and slamming his head to the ground.
Hurricanrana?
Sure. Is that what that's called? Yeah, you see that. I've been seeing that a lot lately.
The one that John Cena very rarely does?
Well, I know I saw the Lucha Dragons do it.
Yeah.
Or Kalisto.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is that?
I believe it's a Hurricanrana.
Was that work? That sounds like I don't know what that is.
All right.
Work,
well, we have an
eat.
idea of what you're doing. Are you? I want to get the wording right here. Are you building a amazing and memorable sequence of moves with your opponent?
I think this is fairly amazing.
All right. Yeah, I'll allow for plus heat. And it's
Well,
wolf?
0. No, it's +2. I have.
Yeah, you're wolf with Minotaur, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're 2.
Yeah, 9. I'll spend my 1 momentum to make it 10.
Excellent.
I have 3. I'll spend 1 momentum to make it 10.
Yep.
Bring me to 2. Okay, so
You could
What
gain
do I
2
want to
momentum,
do?
or you could gain +1 heat.
do I get 2 choices? I thought.
You get one of the 2. You can either gain +2 momentum or +1 heat.
I'll gain 2 momentum.
Okay, so you get that momentum back, and then another. You're back to 4, and you're still in control of the match. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so he's on the ground. I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna get back onto the turnbuckle. I'm gonna climb up. I'm gonna do a. I'll do a butt drop on him, near his head region,
Oh God. Okay, yeah, whatever you want, buddy.
and then I'll do like a. See, he's not particularly strong either. It's difficult for Wolf to do. Butt drop, roll over, and I butt drop and then I'll grab his legs and I'll try to pin, because that's cool.
Okay. All right. But that sounds like work. I mean, you're not doing anything too fancy here, right?
Definitely. 7.
Okay. Would you like to retain control or gain some momentum?
I'd rather have the momentum.
All right, you gain some more momentum. Rooster, commentary?
Rooster hasn't really been paying attention to the wrestling matches. He's been sitting there just like chatting with Jives about like signing him on as another employee for spreading the brand of cock ass crack and tits.
We just call it franchise if you want.
All right, franchise. And that's basically what's going on. And then Jives is like, "Oh, maybe we should watch the match."
No, Jives is right there with you. He's like, "Fuck it, man. This is a tag team match. The audience doesn't need us to tell them what's happening. We have some of the best wrestlers we've got in the ring, and Cowboy."
Oh, that Cowboy. He's something, isn't he?
I just wanted to make best wrestlers and Cowboy reference. All
I'd
right.
like to point out that Cowboy is a far better wrestler than Minotaur.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But right now, in the crowd, we're having lots of Wolf chants. We cut to a quick shot of like an audience member. It's Jim from Ohio again. He's like, well, Wolf is my second favorite wrestler after Buster, but I expect he's still going to lose this match. I expect something pretty underhanded from the Minotaur. And then we cut back to the ring where Minotaur is still in control of the match. Or
So
no, not Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Yeah, it's Minotaur.
Match.
Right?
Yeah. So Minotaur gets to his knees, but he's still tall enough that he can headbutt Wolf.
Yeah.
And then he stands up, grabs grabs Wolf by the head and drives his face into a knee. And then he just shoves him down, grabs him by the ankles, and does a giant swing, spinning him around like 5 times before throwing him back into his own corner.
Okay. Yeah, I think that sounds like power. Right? I mean, you're swinging him around, slamming him.
Okay. Ouch.
What do you got there?
Wait, hang on.
I
That's
think you mean
-3.
+3.
Yeah, it should be +3, so that's 9.
Okay, Rooster, what's your commentary here? We got a lot of power moves coming out.
I look over at the ring and I see like people just slamming against each other, people just getting thrown all over the place, and I'm just like, you know, if I wasn't so baked right now, sorry, drunk, I would have noticed what was happening in the ring, but so far, I mean, doesn't seem all that appealing to me. Wouldn't you agree?
Jives is like, I'm pretty sure Minotaur is beating his ass.
Huh.
Let's watch the Titantron and find out more.
Yeah, we both like look up behind
There's like a
us, we're
slow
just
motion replay of like Minotaur slamming into him 5 times.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that happened. All right,
Oh man.
Cowboy, Rooster, are you putting him over on this move?
It's against Wolf, so why not?
Okay, yeah, you put him over to a 10. All right, Minotaur, you are at a 10. You can pick +2 momentum or +1 heat.
With Wolf? Heat with Wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm not broken enough. That's 4 heat.
Yep.
And Minotaur's going to try to tag.
All right, hot tag.
I don't know how you get heat with your own partner, because...
You have some heat with your partner, right?
You're
It's just the way
dealing
that... Oh, you have no heat with Cowboy. That's the problem. So, heat isn't necessarily opposing somebody. It just means the audience really likes to see you guys together, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I just haven't figured out how to actually get that in the mechanics yet.
Well,
Promos.
you can do a promo and like
Yeah,
have them as
promo,
a subject.
undoubtedly.
Yeah.
All right. Bazinga.
Ooh, you don't need it. No way,
Yeah,
you're going.
fuck
You're taking that train.
Okay, yeah, you slapped that shit. Let's see. Everyone on your team gains +1 momentum. And, you are in control of the match now, Cowboy.
All right. With Wolf kind of just getting to his hands and knees, Cowboy gets down on his hands and knees and does the charging, crawling headbutt a la Junkyard Dog that he has done a number of times before.
Yeah.
And that kind of dazes both of them temporarily. They both get up to their feet, and Cowboy does the double-fingered eye poke. Then he Irish whips Wolf into the corner and comes in and puts the udders out, and Udder faces him, rubbing them into his face in a just mocking and horrifying fashion.
This is definitely plus look. You're both playing up your gimmick and using your signature moves. And in the crowd, you know, like there's some Wolf chants, but all of a sudden they're blocked out by the movement signs all going up. These blue signs with white lettering are just popping up all over the place. Jives is like, looks like movement paid a lot of money to be out here in full force. Only 1,200 people on this boat. What do you think there, Rooster?
There's a good chance that
Cloud.
there's a good chance that you know, Cowboy has fans. I mean, like.
So Jives actually like spits up his Miller.
Yeah. And I look over the crowd and I'm just like, those signs could mean anything there.
They could be talking about their bowels.
Just fucking roll it. I love how salty Rooster is. Yeah, 9.
Let me see if I want to spend a heat. I got to see. What's my heat with Wolf? It's back down to 1 because we theoretically resolved this
You
feud,
need
right?
a momentum. Your heat with Wolf is, let's see here. Cowboy and Wolf is 1. You're gonna pay to bump it up and get that heat.
I will pay to bump it up, but instead of taking the heat, I will take the 2 momentum, thereby netting me 1.
All right.
But I will then turn control over to Wolf.
Okay, you pass control over the Wolf. Wolf, you've just been udder-faced.
Yeah, I'll grab Cowboy by the udder, and
That's really weird.
no, spin him around and try to throw him back to his own corner, and then I'll do run at him and drop kick.
Okay.
I think I do that, and I like a somersault backwards, standing up into the ring, and then I fall back down on my knees and yell, and then begins to transform.
Okay. I almost think this is a look just because you're transforming.
That's
Would
fine.
you agree?
Yeah, but I'm looking to roll back into my own corner so Reaper can tag in.
Okay. All right. So are you hot tagging?
Whatever
You
that
have
is. I
to,
mean,
wouldn't you?
I guess.
Yeah,
that's
if you're
the only
tagging
way,
him in, you'd have to hot tag, which means you roll heat with Reaper.
which is 0.
Yeah, this is not great for you.
Wait, you really have 0?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with him. They're both
Okay.
heals.
Didn't you at
No.
one stage fight him or whatever?
No, I don't know. I don't remember. I
Nope.
don't have it on my sheet.
Nope.
But I rolled 9 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. The tag is made. He gains 1 momentum from you.
Okay.
And takes control of the match. So Reaper takes 1 from Wolf, bringing Wolf back down to 4. Reaper gets in there, and who's the current legal wrestler on the other team? It's Cowboy, right?
Cowboy,
Yes,
right
Cowboy. Yeah.
All right. So Reaper takes a microphone and is like, Cowboy, I got something to say to you, little man. And he kind of just starts walking around the edge of the ring here. When I saw that disgusting display by Wolf turning on his partner, I thought that was the most dishonorable cowardice. I would not let someone like that in the boneyard. When Wolf perishes, and he will perish, we will not be accepting his soul into our numbers. He holds up his hand, and Scythe throws him the tag team belt, and then Reaper puts the tag team belt on the floor of the match, and then kicks it and slides it over to Cowboy. He's like, I believe this belongs to you.
Oh shit! Betrayal.
Okay. At that point, Wolf has something to say.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
Not
ahead.
really.
transformation?
Not really. I've transformed. The lights come back on, and Wolf's on the turnbuckle in pouncing position, and he licks his chop, calling for the Wolf Run on Reaper, because drama. Because
Okay, yeah. I think you can roll plus look on that. You're kind of cutting a little promo there.
it's all very dramatic.
Are you going to betray your tag team chip partner again 2 weeks in a row?
Definitely. Okay, so I spin,
unfortunately,
I'm spinning
you
a
fuck it up.
momentum.
Okay, good.
Spinning 1 momentum to 7.
Okay, what would you like to take?
Control of the match.
That's not one of your options. You
Oh,
get
without- this
heat,
is look,
momentum.
right?
Yeah, this is cutting a promo.
Yeah.
You
So
gain
I'll
heat, momentum, stipulation, or a force a match booking.
well, I think I need a match with Reaper now.
Okay, you are adding a match with Reaper.
He stole my tag team championship belt.
Well, technically it was Cowboys all along.
Hey. It's mine.
You can believe that. Reaper V. Okay, so yeah, like Timmy comes up on the Titantron and he's like, I think after this, and he's holding the mic upside down. He's like, I think after this match, it might be time for a Reaper versus Wolf rematch featuring Scythe. And the crowd is like, yeah, Wolf! Wolf's gonna win! He's gonna win this one and take the next one too! But yeah, okay, so things are happening. Cowboy, what is your reaction to what's just happened? You now have one of the tag team title belts at your feet.
I'm pretty shocked. I am pretty shocked. That's about it. I'm shocked.
You're not going to reach for it or anything?
Who's in control?
He is.
He who?
The Reaper.
It might be a trap, so I'm just gonna, warily stand by it. And,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a trap. So he continues circling behind you, and you're, like, looking at it briefly for a second, and then he does, like, this enormous Chuck Norris roundhouse kick to the back of your head while the ref is distracted by Scythe. And you just go flying. Now, obviously, you stumble with it, you ham it up, and you, like, hit the ropes, and you come back with, like, a bam! And punch Reaper in the face, but he doesn't move at all. Like, you slam into him, he doesn't even move. He's like,
He makes that noise.
Yeah. And he cedes control of the match to you. So now you guys are, like, fighting literally on top of the tag team title belt.
Okay. I will do I will go for a double leg trip. Just upend Reaper. Minotaur will first. He's going to do a really loud roar at the crowd, and try and how you say work the audience.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Oh, interesting. All right. What would you like to pick?
If he takes control of the match, that counts as a tag.
Yep, he'll tag in.
Okay. He tags in. He comes running. Reaper's standing up. He comes running at her and gores her.
Him.
Straight in the belly, folding him up like an accordion. And then he Cowboy in the meantime has picked up the title belt. And Wolf is like howling and shaking on the ring, and that distracts the ref. And Minotaur whips Reaper face first into the belt.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just say work on that one. I think it's pretty
Heat? I don't know. I don't know which one's which. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more work than heat. I didn't feel inspired by this sequence.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. How about this? I will let the audience decide real quick whether they think it wants to be work or heat.
That
And
works
we'll
for
cut
me.
to me and Rooster, Jives and Rooster, poolside, where Jives is like, I feel like it's been a while since we've said anything, Rooster.
I'm like,
Of course, I'm on drugs. What's your excuse?
I'm like the bubbles are like up to my nose sort of thing, and I'm just like, and then I come up and I'm just like my mask is like dripping wet, and I'm just like, yeah, wrestling's happening, and then I sit back down and I'm just
Jives is like, are you even paying attention, Rooster? And isn't it really hot in a hot tub underneath a luchador mask, underneath a regular mask?
Warrior, I said, warrior moon, and then I stand up and I'm like, what do you mean? The chicken is my face. Jives.
He's like, yeah, of course.
Buddy.
Of course.
How much of that heroin have you had?
He's like, well, this is actually morphine, but a lot of heroin. I've been chasing the dragon all day long.
I just go back to like blowing bubbles in this spot.
It sounds like people think it's a work, unfortunately, David.
That's fine. I will suffer.
All right, Minotaur, work it out, buddy. You got this. You don't got it.
I will spend the 2 momentum,
All right.
bringing me down to 2, and I will retain control. But I think Cowboy just did something underhanded, so he's going to spend 2 momentum and win the match.
Very well. Okay. Yeah. How does Cowboy win the match?
Reaper is knocked unconscious from hitting the belt and gets the 10 count and can't answer it.
All right. What are you doing during this, Wolf, when you see these underhanded moves?
I will.
Now, technically, you can use your champion's advantage here, Wolf. You are the champion of the belt. You
Yeah.
could roll. Oh, no, you're not in the ring. Oh, can't do it. Sorry, bro. All right. What do you do when you lose your belt? They send like security guards over with stun prods to take the belt off of you.
Are you finished, Dave?
I'm just realizing that I'm not sure if a 10 count in the ring counts as a submission, or if that would mean it's a count out and I don't win the belt. I can't remember how it works in real wrestling.
Either way, you're going to win by submission because you're going to win because that's what you chose, was that you win the match.
Okay, then.
So
in that
maybe
case-
maybe you do a hot tag real quick, like you do a quick tag, and then you do like a 2-man submission move.
No, I think we'll have Cowboy do the plant the foot on the center of the chest and put the horns up, Chris Jericho style, for a pretty arrogant pin.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, Wolf, what's happening? These guys are approaching you to take your belt away, and they've got stun guns out and prods.
I run away.
You run away?
Yeah.
Well, you start running away, and guess who's in your way? It's motherfucking Scythe, and he clotheslines you.
Well, that happens.
Rooster, what do you have to say about this shocking turn of events where Cowboy underhandedly wins the match, and then Scythe steps in to help Team Cowboy?
I get out of the spa bath, and I walk down to the ring, and I'm just like,
No one can hear your clapping over the 1,000 people here cheering movement.
oh, there's a mic on me now. I'm just
Okay.
clapping. Clapping
Okay.
as I walk down, I'm just like, yep. I get into the ring, and I'm like leading a trail of like wetness behind me. I climb into the ring, and I pick up the belt on the floor.
You mean Cowboy's belt? You're
Yep.
going to take his belt from right in front of him.
No, I pick it up, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I have a microphone. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we have a new tag team winner. The cows, the beef, the, what do you call yourselves again? Like you can hear it over the microphone. It's,
The herd.
oh, the turds. And I give him the, I like drop the belt into him and was like, enjoy it. And then I drop the microphone and I walk back out sopping wet.
All right, so let's see who gets wet during this match. Minotaur had 4. Rooster wasn't involved for Wolf, so Minotaur is going to get an audience. Does that bring Minotaur up to 4?
It does.
Minotaur is top of the card right now. I don't think Wolf gets anything. Cowboy doesn't get anything either.
Did Minotaur technically just win a title? I mean, I know Cowboy already had it.
Oh yeah, no, you both just won a title again. If you'd like to mark yourselves down for advances.
Okay.
What's that? What number is this, David, for your advance?
Are you
this is
counting
6.
2 advances because he technically got 1 on each character?
No, I mean just for Cowboy.
6.
Fucking Jesus.
If you're at 6, doesn't that mean you now qualify for another super advance?
Yeah.
Is that how that
Okay.
works?
Yeah, every 3 you get a bonus advance from the
So,
bottom area.
What's that? Another cow joins the herd?
Yeah.
No, I think I'll go for an advanced roll.
He recruits Mr. Cheese.
Oh shit! I forgot about Mr. Cheese.
There is no Mr. Cheese, but there will be now. Or was there a Mr. Cheese? There was a wrestler named Mr. Cheese. Holy fuck. Yeah, we need to bring him back.
Yeah, we do.
He joins the herd.
No, you could put him together with the wizard. They'd be Cheese Whiz.
Oh.
No, put him with the herd because then he can say, "That's dairy bad of you."
Come on, Dave.
I'm
Cheese
sorry.
was way better than that.
I'm milking these puns for all they're worth.
You can churn it into something good, you know.
It'd
Don't
be
try
a
to
big
fuck me.
shocker if Cowboy hit Rooster with the belt. And then Someone else says, I was hoping Rooster would hit Cowboy.
I got my eyes on the prize, Arthur. I got my eyes on the prize.
So afterwards, it is revealed by Creative that Cowboy was supposed to win the match all along anyway.
Good job.
He didn't need to use those underhanded tactics, but the audience loved it, so Creative forgives him for now. Although the writing staff does want to have a talk about your jokes.
We need them
In theory, they're writing
We
them.
needed them to be worse. Can you do that?
Can you make them worse? Okay. I don't know if we want to have another break. I don't remember how long it's been since the last one. But
We could take another break. And then
yeah,
we could come
so
into the third
what's
episode.
left is the heavyweight title hardcore match, a promo with Cowboy for a mysterious circumstance, and then maybe a Reaper versus Wolf match, or that could be in the future.
I think future Wolves 3 matches at one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't want to do 3 matches back to back to back. You know, he's no Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's why Rooster got out of that match.
Yes. Yes.
They even split
right.
King of the Ring over 2 nights this time.
So, yeah, let's take a break.
Take a break. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us so far. If you enjoyed what you've seen, consider giving the channel a follow. And also consider giving Arthur a follow over at twitch.tv/APGaming. Real, I believe, right? It is, yeah. I sometimes forget if the real is just a YouTube or not, but...
Sometimes you say APG gaming.
Yeah, because
I
the
was glad you got it
capitalized
completely
J...
right this time.
The capitalized G always gets me, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. We'll be back in 3 to 5 with the final portion of Friday Night Fights, week number 4. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy the music.